Hey, how's it going? All right.
What a great start to the interview.
I mean, we should all start like that.
I'm excited for it now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Natasha Castle's live at 1-5. We got 1/3 of the morning mess, and we got all three members of AJR backstage here at Pub Rock. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Very good. How are you?
I'm trying to remember, when was the last time I saw you guys? It's not over a year ago already, really? I don't remember.
It seemed maybe like a year ago.
Maybe close to a year. Yeah.
It was definitely this hot the last time.
Yeah.
But
okay,
maybe that's
so
every
maybe,
day here in Arizona.
No, we get like 3 hot months.
Okay. So I guess it's
Blistering
around
hot months, like really hot. Can't breathe.
We're
months.
feeling it. Yeah.
So we're in this like small room backstage right now. Is this similar to the room you guys recorded most of your songs in? Like the size-wise?
Size-wise? Maybe. Yeah, it's about the same square footage.
So you guys are used to being this squished together,
Well,
right?
yeah, we have a living room that we produce stuff in, and then there's this kitchen closet that I go into to record vocals, and that's kind of the size of like the corner over there.
Yeah.
It is very tight living in New York in a small apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in New York. It's like
It's
the
so much
bathrooms,
smaller.
like when I've gone and, even hotels, like they're cute little boutique hotels and you see them online flipping through the pictures and then you're like,
It's horrible in person.
I
Yeah,
can't trick the system and book like 6 people in one hotel room because
No.
there's really no room.
Yeah.
The album, The Click, I love it. It really is
Oh, you
like
heard
an
it?
anthem for everything, and it's so real with a lot of the topics. I really do want to go through and break down some of the songs with you guys, starting with, I love the intro. You kind of do a medley of some of the records on there.
Yeah. We wanted to do. Could I? Talk
Yeah,
about
go
it?
ahead. Yeah,
We
I
wanted-
didn't even have to ask the question. Go ahead.
I think we're really big fans of like old theater, like Les Mis and Phantom of the Opera and stuff like that. We thought an overture is a really cool thing that introduces like the themes of the album.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's kind of been forgotten, and so we wanted to kind of bring it back and do a modern version of an overture where we're actually just sampling our own songs and doing like a medley, like you're talking about, but.
Yeah.
Kind of have ups and downs and a whole story arc.
It's also
in there.
so fun for fans to go back and be like, "Oh, I heard that one there. Now let me go
That's
find
exactly
it on the
what
album."
I did.
That's what you did. Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
And even with the ending song, I forgot the name of it, but
Come Hang Out
Yeah,
is the last song.
you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
kind of revisited that. Also.
It's almost like makes it interactive that you're interacting with the album in that way.
Now with you guys, with you reflecting on how, being a fan of production and whatnot when it comes to major like motion pictures and whatnot, is that something that you guys approached on purpose when it came to the animated cover?
Yeah, I think the whole idea is we wanted the click to when you listen to it, we wanted you to feel like you were in a different world and you were in more of our brains. And I think our brains are permanently stuck as little kids. Like all we care about is keeping the little kid in us alive and playing with Legos and jumping on beds and not becoming adults that just kind of play by the rules. I don't know. I feel like that's like our main goal. So the animated thing worked really well because I think if you listen to a lot of the songs and look at the art, you get transported to kind of our minds.
What it kind of reminded me of, are you guys familiar with John Bellion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when he put out his album, his end goal is he wants to produce an album for a motion picture, kind of like on a Phil Collins line, and that's why he went on an animation route. So that's kind of
he has his animated cover too.
He has his animated cover. Every song has an animated type of cover to it and stuff.
Awesome.
So that was his approach to it, and that's what it reminded me of.
Nice.
Drama. We traded our boring lives for MTV storylines. Can you break down that song?
Yeah, the song is very current. It's just very
so current. I was like, yo, this is so real. It's about
exactly.
Yeah.
It's what everyone experiences on a daily basis by just opening their phones and going to Facebook. That the world is so obsessed with the most like unimportant problems, but the most addicting problems. I'm sure you're into it. We're just the most guilty of it.
We are all guilty of it,
and
from Snapchat to like Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah, and we wanted to kind of shout out that there's just such important problems in the world, but all anyone can focus on are like the Katy Perry, Taylor Swift drama, and sort of kind of just make people recognize that that's what's going on.
Is there stuff that when you open up your phone, you kind of roll your eyes out, like specifically kind of trends that happen besides the gossip?
The Jake
stuff?
Paul thing. Do you know who this Jake Paul kid is?
No.
I wish
that
we didn't know who he was.
Is no
but-
longer on Disney. Is that what it?
Yes, that
That's
kid.
all I know
So
about
it's
him.
like
I
the
was
whole-
like, oh, now I want to know who he is.
Yeah,
Is this on
like-
purpose? They tricked us.
Because we've grown up now, and like over the past few years, the whole like big Viner YouTube kind of sensation has gone, and that's just not really the route we took. So to be like looking at that and how there's so much much drama for just not very important things. It's
Yeah.
just so, but we click on it anyway because we have to know what's going on. You
Yeah.
know?
It's funny you say click.
there you go. Yeah.
How many album titles did you guys go through before you settled on the click?
That was it.
One.
That was it.
That was it.
absolutely because we had the song "Come Hang Out" before we even started conceptualizing the album. And the line, should I go for more clicks this year or should I follow the click
I
in my
love
ear?
that, yeah.
With a little metronome. So
Uh-huh.
we wanted to name the album after that, basically by saying, should I sell out a little bit and kind of do what society wants? Or
Go
should
for
I-
more YouTube clicks and try and get famous.
Or should I do what's in my ear and just follow what I want to do?
Well, I'm glad you guys went with what was in your ear because it
How do
sounds
you know we went
amazing.
with that?
Because listening to the album altogether, just kind of like the concepts and kind of like the subject you guys are addressing, it's real.
Thank
but
you.
in a pop medley, like, you know, electronic sound, like it's real. It's not like this butterflies and rainbows of stuff. No grass today is one of my favorite songs.
Thank you.
No grass today. Obviously, you guys address marijuana, people smoking at your shows and whatnot. Is there, and it's not something that you guys choose to partake in, I assume, from the song, but was there a first time that you guys partook in it that led to the never?
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason that we wrote the song, for sure. I feel like we couldn't have written that song if we just were like, I've never smoked before, but I don't think I want to do it. The reason that we felt that was because we all, I guess, had our own experiences.
I
with
want to
it.
hear about the experiences in your first time and who it was.
Yeah.
I want to.
Well, I mean, it definitely wasn't together, but I think
Yeah.
we
What?
listed it in the song. At least for me, it was kind of like what we were talking about. Don't want to get paranoid. There's also a line about we thought that it would kind of help the creative process, but you're gonna just find me at 7-Eleven eating, and all those things happen. At least to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I feel like we all had our own experiences with like our own groups of friends.
Yeah.
What
and
was
we
your
realized
experience?
What was my experience?
Did you get? I got really hungry afterwards.
Yeah,
You went to the munchie route, which it can be very uncontrollable.
I think I went the paranoid route, and I just
The
all I could
worst.
think about was being caught, and it was a terrible feeling.
What were you around, or what was going on? Or
I was walking around and went to like a deli, and I just like couldn't really order food.
It's like
and
they
I was
know.
just, like,
They know. The deli. They know I'm high right now. I can't do this. I
But
gotta
like
go
we were
out.
thinking about like a lot of these like hip hop songs really glorify weed, you know, and we were thinking like maybe there's a better perspective that's more realistic that hasn't been talked about, and it's basically weed is not for me. I tried it. It's not for me. But why in the world would I tell you not to do it if you're enjoying it? So it's kind of like not. I guess it's like a pro marijuana legalization song, but like in an interesting
Well, yeah,
perspective.
because you don't have to. You can be pro it and not use it, and you understand.
Exactly,
Pro
yeah.
other people
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah.
Make it legal for them. Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
right?
I understand why you like it. I just don't partake in it. That's it.
Yeah. What about you? What's your feeling about that whole issue?
What's
was
my
your
whole
first time?
feeling? My first time. Let's see. It's funny because I was just telling this story. This is when Justin Timberlake's "My Love" just came out, and I remember my friend. He had just gotten his car, and he was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." What? Yeah, the worst. It was Munchies,
But you remember Justin
Paranoia.
Timberlake,
Well, because the song was just. I mean,
Oh,
the
that's
song
such a
is
good
still
beat.
amazing without any, cannabis around, but. I remember he was blasting it in his car, and it sounded so good.
So good.
That beat was amazing. But then I also remember walking into the house and going ravishing through like the cabinets, and my mom was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, she
like,
knew right away for sure.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Adam is actually high right now, so
So that's fun.
So that's
no, he's
fun.
not.
No, he's not.
I was like, "You partake?" Oh, that's
Because
like,
he gave the nod, like, and he
It's
played
like,
along.
yeah.
Got so excited about it.
I was like, hey, more power to you. I'm not mad at it. Hey, I think it's good for some people. It's one of those things that obviously we're in an era where it's being legalized in many places, and it's just like the taboo of it needs to be changed, like alcohol and just regulated in
Totally.
certain
In
ways.
so many countries in Europe, it's just legal.
It's so normal.
And it's not a big deal at all.
At all. I was in Spain not too long ago, and they smoke it with tobacco, and it's just a normal thing. People
They
are.
mix tobacco.
They mix the
right?
tobacco
that's
with
interesting.
like they roll it all up, but it's everybody's doing like they're rolling on the side the street, like the girls are just hanging out in conversation, and they're just pulling it out of their bag, and they're like, yeah, just talking and whatnot. I thought that was interesting. I was like, they're just rolling up, like
Yeah, that
in the
is.
middle of the
Yeah,
street,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
all right, good
Cool.
for you guys. Netflix trip, really cool concept. How you guys went through the seasons of your lives. Is there a season that didn't make it to the song? I guess.
You mean of The Office or the show we were talking about? what season did not have such an effect?
I'm trying to think.
I feel
Yeah,
like
we
it kinda, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
the concept of the song is we were just such fans of The Office, the TV show.
Oh, so it was just The Office. I thought,
just
okay,
about
okay.
Do you watch The Office?
No, I don't.
No,
but
okay,
I
so you
understand.
would've-
I mean, I understood
yeah.
the Steve Carell
Okay, you got
reference.
that. Okay,
but
cool.
also there's a general sense of shows in general, like that you can absolutely relate to when you listen to the
See,
song.
I thought it was like more of like the stages of your life, and then one of them was like, you know what, I just
No,
chose to.
that is absolutely what it is, but we chose The Office to kind of specifically highlight the moments in our life. But any TV show can take that place for sure. Yeah.
So I guess we just thought back. Like, I guess a lot of those stories are for me. Like, some of our songs are like more related to him or him. I guess that one was more about my stories. And I just thought back about like all of these mannerisms I do that I cross my legs like that. I was thinking, why do I cross my legs? And I realized it's because I used to watch a character on The Office that I thought was really cool, and he crossed his legs like this. And so we started thinking about how a TV show could actually mold who I am. And we thought that's a really interesting concept that hasn't really been talked about.
Like before the interview started, we were talking about Friends. This is something that I grew up watching. I remember watching Friends since I was 9 years old, and there's a lot of life lessons I learned through that show.
Totally.
So for yourself, it was The Office. Do you guys have other shows?
Yeah, I think all three of us, The Office is our
Office.
absolute
Yeah,
number
favorite
one
show.
favorite.
You're supposed to say Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Friends is my favorite show ever.
That's what I want to hear. Who's your favorite character?
You gotta go with Chandler. You know.
Yes. I go through my
Gotta go with
stages.
Chandler.
Sometimes I'm Phoebe. Sometimes I'm Chandler.
Yeah.
What are you today? Are you Phoebe?
You're such a Phoebe.
You look like a Phoebe today.
Okay, I'm
Phoebe.
gonna go with Phoebe. She's
Okay,
fun.
good.
I like her. Like if you want to hang out with somebody, it'd probably be Phoebe.
Yeah.
But then I can't have a smart ass about me, and that would be Chandler. Like amongst my friends, yeah, it would definitely be a Chandler. The single "I'm Weak," such a great song. Obviously talking about the things that make us weak in life, and we give into temptation. It's a fun song, but obviously there's the downside of being weak or whatnot. Has there ever been a time that you guys have experienced those downsides?
I think we experience the downsides every time we give in. At least for me, I think we were writing the song. I think we wrote the song when
Well,
I
I
was
don't know.
in my.
Sometimes when I give into my weakness, I'm like, you know what? That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, totally. You're absolutely right. I think it depends what it is, but we wrote the song when I was in my freshman year of college, and he was also. We were going to the same school, and the song originally was revolving around friends coming and asking me to like hang out at a night that I should be doing work and doing homework.
Of course.
And I gave in every single time, and there are consequences to that. But in the moment, it's
He
kinda
failed out
just-
of college.
No, he didn't.
No,
I'm
I
kidding,
didn't. I
I'm
didn't
kidding.
fail out of college, but those moments are not the greatest. You know, it did have an effect, but at the same time, I enjoyed it so incredibly much. So that's where and what's wrong with that kind of comes from. You know, it's fine to give in once in a while.
Once in a while, not all the time.
Yeah.
Darn. Okay.
Oh, you want to give in every time?
All the time.
Do
Just
it.
kidding.
Just
no.
do it.
No,
Yeah.
see, you're not supposed to say that.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
supposed to be the Rock. All right. The Clegg album is out now. Definitely great. I know I loved that on Apple Music. It describes it as like just an album full of anthems, and that's really what it is.
That's awesome that it says that. I didn't know that. That's
I
cool.
didn't know if you guys come up with the description or someone at Apple
No.
Music does, but
Apple
it was spot on, kind of
that's
breaking
awesome.
down everything, and I really
Cool.
enjoyed it. Well, good luck on the show. Good luck on the rest of the tour, guys. Thank you so much for
Thank
sitting
you.
down
Great to
with
see you
me.
again. Yeah.
The Click out on all your streaming services now. Purchase it, click on it, listen to it, stream it, do all that good stuff. Natasha Castles with AJR.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Hey.